everyone, welcome to this special Wednesday runes reading for this week, June 8th till next week, June 14th. Now, as you can see, I put out the circle of healing runes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pouch of runes and I'm gonna put it on the board, and wherever the runes will fall, I'm gonna read them, and I will only read the one that are facing us. The other one, I'm gonna put them down. But before we start, I'm gonna put some offering to the Norns by the Herb Witch shops. So okay, let's begin and let's see what Odin have in store for us this week. Let's begin. As you can see, I'm mixing them. I'm gonna open the pouch. Okay, so here it is. Okay, there's one down on the floor. So I'm not gonna take that, of course. Okay, so one there. Now I'm gonna take all of these facing down. Now, excuse me, because I can't see very well because the camera is in front of me, so doing my best. Okay, so that's the only runes that we're left with. So I'm gonna start with Inguz. Now Inguz is in hope, fear, compassion. So let's see what it's telling us. Okay, so Inguz is telling you that it's the end of a cycle. Your project or your action is seeing, you're seeing the results and you're gonna harvest it. It's the end of a tunnel that when we come out, we have the bright light in our eyes. It's the healing of a difficult cycle, even a negative one. So seeing it in hope, fear, compassion, and also innocence, it means that keep your hope high because it's bright, and never lose hope. Okay, if you have fear, well, never forget to look inside of you to get the strength, but also that try to find the reasons why you are afraid of something or someone. Okay, as for compassion, well, there it is. Many people will feel compassion towards you, or maybe it's time that you feel compassion about someone. Okay, and innocence, well, it's good to keep your innocence. Now, by that, I don't mean to cover your eyes or be blind to what is happening, but just maybe like a child that is starting to learn something. There's always a good side to everything, no matter what, lessons to learn, even if it's not the best right now and it's difficult for you. Okay, next one here is Kano. Kano is in love and shame. Now, Kano is the rune of illumination, light, comprehension, and open mind. It's the rune of trust and of helping someone else. This rune is telling you that either you will be guided in your path or that you may guide someone in their path. Okay? So, as I was saying, in love, well, maybe you had a hard time in love, so now you will see the light. Or someone will help you with your love life, or you might help someone with their love life also. It depends. And shame. If you're feeling ashamed of something, well, the light will be put on it. By that, I mean, maybe you never, for example, thought that you did something that wasn't right, and now it's gonna hit you that what you did might have been right or wrong, I should say, and now it may be time to think about it and try to make it right if you can. Or if you can't, well, think about it next time before doing it again. Okay? Same thing, you might tell someone that what they did wasn't right and try to guide them, to show them how to maybe do it differently next time. Now, here we have 3 runes, but this one is touching inside, so I'm gonna keep these 2 for the end. Now, Berkana is in faith and denial. Now, Berkana is the rune of creation, birth, and new thing. She represents the beauty, either it's physical or everything that is outside, or outside beauty. She's the rune of union and association, and she tells you that everything that is shining, it's not always gold. So to stay careful about the appearance of things. So since she is in faith and denial, well, you can have faith that you will be creative and something's new's gonna come to you. There can also be birth. Now, there might not be a baby, but it can be the birth of a project or something that, a new event, something that might change your life. And also be careful because it can be something beautiful, but yeah, and if you have faith, always stay, like I said, careful, okay? Because things might look good, but remember, there's always something that can happen. Denial, same thing. Don't deny your creativity, or saying, for example, you can't draw or do some painting or anything like that. Okay, don't deny it. You can do anything you want. Just believe in yourself. Okay. Now, Perto. Now, Perto is in honesty, boundaries, denial, faith, shame. Okay, now this rune, also like Berkana, is telling you that everything that is shining, it's not gold. Be aware of tricksters, and don't let the beautiful things or beautiful face that people show you, don't get fooled by that. Okay, and also remember that if it's you that's trying to trick anyone else, you will get discovered. Okay, so also she's in Serenity. So yeah, Serenity is there. Honesty, perfect place. Like I said, always be honest with yourself first and everyone else. Okay, because if you tell lies, one way or the other, it's gonna come back at you. Okay, boundaries, set boundaries. It's always important to keep your health, and also that for your well-being and your families. On denial, well, maybe you think that someone is really good and because they show you that face, but they're not. So stay open and stop being in denial. Faith, keep faith, always good. Shame, yeah, maybe because you trick someone or you lied to them, anything like that. So now it's time to make amends. Okay, I'm gonna continue with Otao. Now this is the rune of karma. Also the ancestors, grounding, wisdom, anything that comes from our past and our culture. Also represent something that we receive from inheritance, whether it's money or a way of thinking. It also symbolizes looking inside yourself and finding out our own truth. It's your strength, your wisdom that will help you in this life. It's also inheritance from, like I said, money or also a home or anything like that. Now she is in, ouch, humor, anger, surrender. Now basically, maybe it's time to see things with a little bit of humor. Maybe you've been too serious lately, so it's time to loosen up a bit. Anger. Now, maybe this is something that you inherited from your family. Maybe it's time to work on it. Now, remember, it's always, it can be healthy to be feeling some anger at some point because of some things, but if you're always angered by everything, there might be a problem. So look inside yourself or even search for help, whether it's your friend or someone in the health department, but look for that. And surrender. Maybe it's time to surrender to your own culture. By that, I mean you can explore, but maybe you've been like denying, or you were ashamed of your background, where you came from. now it might be time to embrace it. Maybe do some more research and find out where you're coming from and learn about it. Okay, you can discover some really great things. Now, I'm gonna do this one right now, since they are outside. So let's start with this one, Isa. So it represents block, your limit that you're at. So if you want to move forward, you will have to open your mind and learn to see things differently. Always see the best that things have to offer. Sometimes it's not big, it can be small, but look at it, okay? And try to avoid staying blocked. Now this one, Uruz. Now Uruz, right here, is the ball, the strength that going forward and lead the way. It tells you that you're gonna go way beyond your limit. So that's a good rune. So even if you feel blocked, if you search a little bit inside yourself, then you will pass these blockage. Okay? And the last one, Anzus. Now Anzus is talking about wisdom and knowledge, the one that we have and the one that we will have. It's related to Odin, and it talks about the elder wisdom, or also patriarch. It's associated to time and temperance. So basically, it's pretty much a good reading. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this circle of healing. I wish you all a happy and blessed Odin's Day and many healing blessings in the place that you need them. See you next week.